ass of the week.
That guy's an asshole.
So yeah, thank you, Mark.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, Mark's
with
presence.
him on the. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, if we could get Mark in sound bites and just sound bites, I think we'd be better off. Our shows would run.
Manipulate his voice as we wanted.
Yeah.
Mark bot.
It'd be great if we had like a little, Casio keyboard that we could like.
It's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it'd be just a lot of hot air. Like I don't know what that sound makes, but and then bitching about 180 teams that you're on.
A lot less.
Yeah, you're just angry about the gaggle of Mexico.
Yeah, I don't like what he did.
Yeah, so that's
bad etiquette from the neighbor there.
So talk about bad etiquette. Let's Zach, why don't you tell us about the ass of the week?
Oh man,
being a younger individual that is on social media for a good majority of his life, it's fun seeing all the ridicule that not only our ass of the week Chase Claypool has had, but just that wide receiver's locker room, how he handles himself. It's just, man, like how could you not think of him as the ass of the week?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah, please.
I don't like this guy. He's the worst guy. Listen, what he did on the field was stupid.
Yeah, it was stupid and
reeks of that guy that you played sports with when you were young. That's just ball. You play basketball. He's a ball hog. That guy that doesn't want to pass the ball. Then the double down in the press conference.
Yeah, that's what made it
is 10 times worse.
Yeah,
he tries to throw his teammate under the bus.
Yeah,
and then he tries to make the excuse that he was waiting for the ref to come. He said, "Yeah, I was celebrating. I could have did my thing while the ref was coming." Just run the ball to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, terrible.
It was so bad.
Terrible thing was his teammate was trying to drag him.
Yes,
gave the ball to the ref, and then I don't know if you noticed, but after the play, he actually gets mad. He gets mad and he starts walking toward Roethlisberger, pissed at him.
Yeah. What a drama queen
for something. Yeah, and it's shameful because skill alone. You don't find many 6'4"
let's not say skill. Let's say potential. He has the tools.
Yeah.
He hasn't really displayed the consistency to say that he has the skill to be that. He hasn't lived up to the measurables.
What's with the Steelers drafting potentially good or good wide receivers that
are head cases?
Just had issues.
Antonio
Brown,
all three of them,
Juju,
4 of them.
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson has had issues.
Deontay Johnson literally was a healthy scratch for like 4 games last week because he wouldn't run his routes.
I didn't think somebody can make me like as a Steelers receiver.
The TikTok crew
can make me like them less than Juju.
It's the TikTok crew.
Yeah,
Juju's officially out of the basement.
Boo Boo Smith-Schuster.
Boo-Boo's.
Yeah, Juju trashed the Browns the year before. Then they got crushed in the playoffs.
Yes.
I just don't get this receiving core.
I know Mike Tomlin's losing like hair over it. I know.
Well, because Mike Tomlin is a classy guy.
Yeah.
And, Kitchens was the guy wearing the shirt saying Pittsburgh did it. But now it's like reversed. It's like easy to root against this receiving core.
Well, here's the thing, too, is that the week before, Claypool had mentioned the comment to the media about playing music during practice.
Oh, yeah.
Like a suggestion to Tomlin. You've seen how Tomlin answered it, which was perfect, right?
Yeah.
But it just goes to show he said that to the media, making a suggestion for Tomlin, and then the following week, like I said, the boneheaded play, but the double down in the press conference is just unbelievable.
We had 2 boneheaded
that a guy
plays.
could be so tone deaf.
Yeah, because he
had to play.
At the beginning of the game, and then he got benched for like a series or so, and then he comes back and like too early and too late, like he's messing up. Like,
it's insanity. And again,
juice is not worth the squeeze with him.
Well, I think he's a player that, honestly, if they weren't in a playoff hunt, they probably cut him.
Yeah,
and they got Juju's hurt. Otherwise, they would probably have cut him already.
Yeah,
it's just an interesting mix, but I don't think those 3 receivers are in Pittsburgh next year. It's going to be an interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, so. Well, let's take a little bit and let's kind of like take it now to the good side and let's talk about.
Stay classy, San Diego.
And thanks for stopping by.
But mainly, stay classy.
You guys cut me down a lot, so I feel like You got to give me a little bit of props. It's pretty good. It's well put together.
Don't ask for the props.
No,
we're going to come.
I like it.
I'm desperate for it.
Yeah, I could tell. So. It was good, and I kind of don't want to say it because you asked for it.
So this section is going to be not Ass of the Week, but the Class of the Week. Class of the Week. So
I like what you did there.
Yeah, so let's talk about the play at the beginning of the Denver Broncos-Detroit game. To me, it was touching. Like, first of all, Thomas was a class player, great receiver, definitely like...
Underappreciated.
Yeah, underappreciated.
Very underappreciated.
When you hear his story, it was a pretty touching story about how he got in the NFL, about his situation with his mother.
I agree.
To die at 33 of what looks like seizures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unreal. Just a tragedy.
Yeah. And it raises the question of...
concussion.
What is it? CTE.
CTE.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna. I
think that they are doing an autopsy to see if they can figure out. They do know it was natural causes, as far as there was nothing to do with drugs or alcohol. It doesn't look like there was any foul play, so they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's a sad story.
Such a shame. Yeah.
But at the beginning of the game, for those who didn't see it, and if you haven't seen it, I'd encourage you to kind of look at YouTube and find it. But Denver kept Cortland Sutton on the side of the field, so they went out with only 10 players, leaving the X position open, which was Thomas's position, and willingly took a delay of game as a way to honor.
And Denver
Thomas.
also ran 10 guys out as well, I think.
Detroit. Yeah.
Did I say Denver?
Yeah.
Detroit, yeah.
And then Detroit, who... Listen, they need every advantage they can get.
Yeah.
Actually denied or declined the penalty. So real class move. It was kind of a touching situation, I felt like. But, I get a little emotional. Those kind of
so
things.
do I. Yeah, I just got confused because you said in the thread that it was the Bucks that did it, so I didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
I think I meant to put Broncos and I put the
You
Bucks.
got Tom Brady on the brain.
Yeah. Well, all other teams, like, to kind of talk about the Bucks, I don't know if the Bucks did it, but you definitely saw it with Arizona and
LA.
Los Angeles. They put 88 on their helmets because you have Von Miller that played for the Rams. Like you have his effect, like Demaryius Thomas's effect is around the entire league. He played for a lot of teams and was elite for a very long time, and there's nothing but good things about him, I think.
No, and you look at that, and then it kind of like it directly relates to the ass we just talked about. Thomas was nothing but a class act. It's kind of like Larry Fitzgerald. In my opinion, the guy can do no wrong.
Yeah.
He's just been a class act for so many years that it's insulting when you see. I don't know about you guys. I would do almost anything. Like, I would pick up towels to work for the Cleveland Browns to do I would do anything to be part of the organization that I love.
Yes.
And to see these athletes that have everything, just every skill, piss it away, it just drives me insane, because any of us would kill for that kind of physical,
I once had it, but
or that money.
I mean,
before I took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, are you saying you're basically Chase Claypool?
No, he's a freak.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
You see Phil going down 2-minute drill.
Phil was a decent quarterback when we first got to.
That was terrible. I mean, you never seen me in my heyday.
Are there highlights of you anywhere?
No.
Pop Warner days on Huddle?
No, back then we didn't have
video
different
cameras.
age.
Yeah.
Different age.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So I just have to believe you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
This is what I'll say, and I think you probably got some stories too. Playing the game, and we were making this. I was talking to somebody last night, actually, Mark, because I had just this one guy. Every thread's got this guy that's just a D-bag.
Yeah.
Just like spell checking people, just a prick.
The worst guy.
Yeah, just the worst guy. And so I pointed it out and said, "Hey, I'm gonna divorce myself from this conversation, because I've learned with you I can't joke back.
I don't like you,
so I'm just gonna divorce myself from the situation." But then afterwards, Mark kind of mentioned, "Well,
what is it, Mark?
No. Mark was kind of helping me see, clearly."
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking what you were thinking, Phil.
But what Mark was saying is, there's a difference between people that played organized sports and who didn't play organized sports and how they accept jokes. So like in my day, we ridiculed each other endlessly. So like you can say almost anything to me, I don't get that offended by it, and I'm going to shoot back.
Yeah.
But if you had never played organized sports, you
didn't learn how to take a punch.
Yeah, not at all. And and really, I'm like most people played Pee-wee, but when you start getting to middle school, high school, where
no one's talking crap when you're like in the third grade. Like,
well, I mean, there's always that one kid, and I probably was that kid with a smart mouth.
Yeah.
But
when you get in a group setting with a bunch of guys or gals, and locker room talk, and you just busting jokes on each other, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
And you kind of get weathered to it.
Yeah. But I think it also really helps you when you're able. One thing I admire about you is you're able to look at a defense, look at an offense, and kind of tear it apart and look and see what they're going. So if I say a 13, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Or what I love is having played at linebacker, I know why a running quarterback is so hard for a defense.
Yeah.
Because you played it.
Yeah, because you played it, and I think it's the same thing with and I don't know how we got on this subject, but
just wanted to talk about.
Just want to talk about
the heydays.
D-bags on D-bags on the thread. So, I had almost no discernible skill, but I really like to hit.
You guys a hell of a hustler.
Yeah, I was a hell of a hustler. I like to hit, and that kind of did get me. I played a lot more than I probably should have, and I played a lot more than a lot of guys like Chase Claypool. And I remember thinking, if I had that guy's talent, if I had that guy's speed, I would take it somewhere that he won't. But
that's how it is with everything in life. I think everybody feels like that. Like, I look at you all the time, like, if I had that much money, where would I be right now? Would I be here? Probably not.
With robot legs.
Be in Pigeon Forge.
Be in Pigeon Forge right now.
In a 4-story cabin with the game.
Look at this guy. So perspective.
Yeah, and I'm looking at we're all. It's kind of like if I could have made what I make now 10 years ago. It's all perspective.
Yeah.
It's all subjective.
If I could have not gained all this weight before I gained it, I could have did that.
I could have been a contender.
Could have
been a contender.
All right. So we're all done on class and ass.
Yeah, I think so.